all. I am talking with you today and bringing you along on a vlog style video. So you will be seeing this after I share my summer home tour organized home of our 950 square foot home. I'm trying to get ahead a little bit before baby comes, but I thought I'd bring you along on this homemaking, motherhood, intentional living life day that we have going on. There's going to be some canning going on, some gardening, some meal prepping and making, and actually organizing of a new dresser that we got because I needed more space with having baby come and need to just reorganize and do a little bit of that with you guys. So let's jump in today. It's been a beautiful morning, my nice slow walk, time in God's Word, got ready for the day, and now we're gonna get rolling. The kiddos are playing in the living room and kitchen coloring, and we're gonna do a little kitchen work while they're content with coloring. The kitchen task for today was canning some pickles. So my cucumbers are not ready quite yet, but I do have a How to Write colony close by that does a little farmer's market where we picked up some fresh canning pickles. And so my shelves in my larder are empty with pickles. So I didn't can pickles last year because I had plenty of jars. So I thought, so this is the year for me to can. And I might end up just buying a big bulk batch, like a bushel of cucumbers, and canning that so I have plenty. We'll see if that gets done before baby comes. But I have a very simple recipe that I can share with you, and it's not too difficult. So I am canning in a hot water bath. I do have a hot water bather, but I just decided to use a big stock pot. I have done that hundreds of times, honestly, instead of hauling up my big canner. And there they are, beautiful pickles ready for the shelf. There's always some gardening to be done in the summer months, raking up the grass clippings, spreading it out throughout the gardens. There never seems to be enough mulch for the amount of gardens that I have, though, so weeding is also very necessary. And the kiddos enjoyed just resting in the shade, getting in the gardens, and maybe picking a few green beans, and just being present while I did some work. I do have to share that unfortunately these zinnias next to our guest cottage are no more. We had to have some pest control come and dig up all of that area around our guest cottage due to termites. So my hard work and my beautiful zinnias will not be as lovely as they have been. Sad day, but it'll be something I will definitely plant again next year. Has been quite a full morning. It is already like 11:15, so got some of the outdoor things done, got my pickles made, kiddos sat in the shade by our little cottage, guest cottage we have, and relaxed there while I raked up the yard and put up some grass clippings in the garden and hoed a little bit. So I did about like 40 minutes of gardening. So I was trying not to be too strenuous on myself. Got the pool filled and kiddos are gonna swim for a bit before lunch, and then I know I need to switch over some clothes to the other dresser, but that'll probably be an afternoon, maybe nap time project, or later than that. But it's just been a pretty productive morning. Now it's time to relax a little bit before I prep lunch, and might cut a few flowers to add in the house. So they're spraying each other with water. So I'm just gonna do some enjoyable things that I love doing as stay-at-home mom while the kiddos play. Quiet time hour, and so I'm going to edit a video and enjoy a Spindrift. These have been one of my go-to drinks for summertime afternoon, after supper or after lunchtime, and I shared about that on my Amazon favorites, but you can get them anywhere. I like the lemon kind. They have like mango, strawberry maybe, I don't remember, but I can link it in the description box, or you can check out my Amazon favorites video that I shared a couple weeks ago on my YouTube channel and on my blog. But before I get editing, I thought I would just share a little third trimester update, because when this video comes out, I will be technically due in like 5 days or something like that after the video comes out. So third trimester has been very different for me than in my other pregnancies. My other pregnancies, I had a lot of rib pain because I carry very high, and so the baby's feet were always up in my ribs, and still is that way. Since 28 weeks, I go to the chiropractor almost weekly so that they can pop some ribs back in. There's days where I feel like I need to take pain meds, but I kind of just push through. Days where it makes me nauseous because it's just really pushing on my ribs so bad. Sitting is very painful. I always had been saying to my husband, the best thing for me to do is either keep moving and working, gardening, walking, or to sleep. And so nighttime was the best for that, and working in the gardens or just moving around. Sitting, like I said, I know you're supposed to rest in your third trimester and kind of just like nest and get ready for the baby, but sitting just really is not comfortable. So that's something that, you know, sometimes you just deal with things when you're gonna have a baby, and it's just such a blessing when the baby comes. And so like 10 weeks of pain like that, I have just been praying to the Lord to help me get through each day, and some days are great and most days are challenging in that way. Other thing, I do go to a midwife, and so they tested my blood a while ago, beginning of third trimester, and I had such low iron that I had to get some iron infusions. So that was something new that I did not know that I needed. So like the ferritin level that I had was almost non-existent, honestly. And so when you give birth, you know, you lose a lot of blood and fluids, and I won't go into it too much because I know I have some kids that watch too. But I just know that that's important to have so that we are ready as mamas. So that was something that was just really helpful to know. My hemoglobin was low. Everything related to blood cell count was just way on the low end, which was kind of surprising. And then ever since third trimester, I have been measuring 2 weeks ahead. So like at my 28-week appointment, I was measuring 30. At my 30, I was measuring 32. And nothing to do with the baby. The baby looks great. Baby sounds great. It is my amniotic fluid level. So there is a medical term for what I have. I might put it on the screen here because I don't remember what it is, but when you have higher amniotic fluid, you are diagnosed with this thing. This, I don't know what you'd call it, this medical term. And being more homeopathic, natural mindset, the midwives were not worried. I didn't have to go see like an at-risk doctor, but if I was in the hospital, they would have made me do that. But my levels were slightly heightened. The range that they wanted me to be in, I was just little like centimeters over. So when I'm filming this, I still have several weeks left. So I've been having weekly appointments for longer than the anticipated time. So that's been a little bit more hectic, finding time to go, because it's an hour away to my midwife appointments, and making sure baby is doing well, I'm doing well. So I've actually had ultrasounds, which I've never had this late in a pregnancy before. I really kind of like the surprise of never seeing the baby after that 20-week ultrasound. And we don't know the gender, so I always have to remind the ultrasound tech, no gender revealing for me, but just to check to make sure baby's growing well, things in the baby are doing okay. Because if you do have too high of amniotic fluid, it could harm the lungs. Like that would be the most severe. And I am not at risk with that, but just things that I've really had to trust the Lord week by week by week with this pregnancy. Some things that I have been wanting and hoping to have as a preference for my birth may not happen. So we had a hospital birth with the first one. And that was induced, and all the stuff, all the medications were given after like 15 hours of labor. And then the second one was all a natural labor, very quick. My third one was a home birth, a water birth, and this one, I don't know. I don't know what God has in store for it. So my midwife said, we'll just have to take it by a next appointment and the next appointment, because my ideal would be to have a home water birth, but some things may be off the table due to just what's been going on. So I wanted to update you on that, because I know a lot of women don't talk about all the little things that can go on and can be wrong when you have a pregnancy. And not that it's wrong, it's just something to monitor and be aware of. So if some of you have had these things and complications or little scares during a pregnancy, I'm sure you understand my feeling. We just really want what's best for the baby and for my health. And if God wants me to have a hospital birth, then that's what it is. And if not, and I can do what we prefer, then I will thank Him for that and trust Him for that too. So there's a little third trimester update, and I guess maybe a week or two after this video comes out, you might be seeing a baby birth story, which would be really exciting. But I am going to enjoy my spindrift and edit a video and then keep moving on with the day. Maybe get that dresser arranged so that I can get the baby stuff already in there and in our bedroom. So here is the new dresser that I got. I actually got it from our local antique store. We have a thrift antique store, and it's just really fun. Has the mirror. I think my husband and I are going to leave it in our room and switch out our other one to the kids' room. So it's got the tongue and groove on the side, so that's really nice. They did solidify the bottoms too, so it's a little smaller than the one my husband and I have, but it'll be fine. We don't need a whole lot. So this is the other one my husband and I have. I really like that dark wood, but we got it probably about 6 years ago on Marketplace for like $40. So the drawers do not open quite as smoothly, but see, this is where I would put the baby stuff. So usually have them share with my shirts, and the drawers are a little bit bigger, but that'll be good for 3 kids to have in one room, to have a few more drawers.
While the towels were out being washed, I decided to do my bathroom cleaning. Beadboard does sometimes get a little dusty, so it takes some effort to wipe down, especially in a bathroom, and just doing my routine of weekly cleaning of the bathroom. I love my cleaning schedule, one area of the home every day, and with a small house, if you missed that video I did in my small home tour, it makes it super quick. 20 minutes each room and I am done. Or if I want to do a whole house cleaning, an hour. Not so much effort. But it's nice to get the bathroom clean and fresh before we all clean up from a warm day of summer playing outside and working.
Well, the later afternoon brought upon a random thunderstorm. We've been getting a lot of those lately because it's so humid. In the Midwest where we live, upper Midwest in South Dakota, it just is like you walk out and you feel like you're gonna sweat right away. So it's been bringing some severe thunderstorms. This one thankfully is just a nice rain. We actually went out for a little walk in the rain, hence the wet looking hair, plus that's hat hair. And then I decided to make a warm latte with our raw milk and some decaf beans because that sounded really nice inside with a rainy, dreary day. And then we have some guys here to fix the back of our SUV vehicle because never happened before, but don't park your vehicle really close when you're mowing with a rider because my husband was doing that a week ago and a rock broke the back of the window, and so someone's here to fix it. So thankfully it'll be getting fixed, but yeah, all these little things that end up happening. So I'm going to end up getting supper started here. Actually, I have someone coming to pick something up that I sold on Facebook Marketplace in the next 10 minutes. So this is gonna be an indoor type of rest of the evening and afternoon and enjoy my latte, maybe do a little more decluttering, make some supper, and wait for the husband to get home because it's almost 4:30 already. So I'll enjoy this and just progress on with the rest of the day.
While I prep supper, I have conversations with my husband and my kids, and I'm making the taco skillet bake, which is a recipe on my blog. It's a very quick 30-minute meal that comes together in a breeze. So something you can check out if you're having struggles this summer with recipes. There's some big ones. Fresh garden salad with the taco skillet bake. I hope you enjoyed coming along on this day in the life video, and I will talk with you all in the next video.